Uh, hey guys, so in today's crypto class, I'm gonna let people in as they come in, but as always in the Philippines, so if I run out or quote unquote, power goes out, just know that we're in the Philippines and we'll be back. So I'm gonna let Dustin and Dom and everybody get this going. All right, let me give you access, multiple. You got it. You're good to go, man.
Right. So just so you guys know, Bill, you're going to laugh when you hear this. My internet connection is a little bit unstable. So if I go out, I freeze, whatever, just bear with me. I'm going to try and make this work. Anyways, how is everybody this week? Did anybody buy Bitcoin from last week's chat? Let's see if drop a one in the chat if you guys did.
I'll put one in the chat. Hold on.
Oh, wait, let me open it. Yeah.
Mikey's gonna put a 1,000 in the chat.
Put 1 million in the chat.
Dennis did. I actually did too. So I got to put a 1 in the chat. I bought some Bitcoin. Some of them corns.
Yeah, some Bitcoin.
Corn Toshis.
Nice, man. Well, this week, so I know that we got into a heavy discussion about NFTs at the tail end of our crypto discussion last week. And we did make mention that we were going to maybe go through the process of buying an NFT. And then I'm going to actually leave that up to Dominic and Mikey to show you guys how to do that. And hey, Dom, do you think we can go over kind of your mindset of how you pick which NFTs to buy and how to look at the collections and just really quick? I'm sure that there's 3 things that you could show for people to really quickly just do some due diligence, right?
Oh yeah, there was a lot that went into making the decision. It all started with my friend Stefano bringing it to my attention, and then we had to sort it all out. We had we had more time, but we felt rushed based on how the market is moving. So we had to figure it out pretty quickly.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, dude, we even got Fernell on the call today. Oh my goodness. Hell yeah. What's up, Fernell? All right. So Dom,
yes,
let's just get down into it, man. I know that you and Mikey are pressed for time a little bit. So let's go over just how to buy one, what a good collection looks like. Just giving, some quick, easy stuff that people can use to, go out there and buy some pixelated apes.
So let me share my screen. Okay.
And again, guys, remember, this is art, right? So the value of it is highly subjective, right? I am not a Picasso paint collector. His paintings sell for millions of dollars. I see that as a waste of money. However, to some, maybe billionaire that lives in France, right? That painting's worth $1 million, right? So same thing with NFTs. They're kind of subjective.
Oh, now you're at it.
So MetaMask.
Yeah, all NFTs they're subject to so many discussions and what are you gonna say?
Really, you can tokenize anything. So the value of it doesn't really have to do with the technology that you're using to tokenize it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, a painting can be worth anything. A house, whether you tokenize it, or not, is going to be worth, a certain price.
Right.
Etc. Yeah, with any asset.
Yeah, it's all based on the eyes of whoever's looking.
Right.
So
and the fact that and keep in mind, folks, it's non-fungible, meaning that
wait, you cut out.
And I'll try to do my best to explain this. Like an example of something that's non-fungible, right? Say I have a teacup chihuahua, which I do, right? And you have a teacup chihuahua. And we want to trade teacup chihuahuas. Well, technically, they're kind of non-fungible, meaning that the dog you give me is going to be a different dog than the dog I give you, right? It's not a 1-for-1 exchange. Now, even though they're both teacup chihuahuas, they're going to have different personalities, right? So they're different in that sense, right?
Yeah.
So non-fungible basically means that it's non-interchangeable, right? You can't trade this NFT for one it's equal to it, right? There's only one of them made. And so if you go to trade it, sure, maybe they're both worth $200 at the time, right? But maybe, you know, the other one has, you know, some other characteristics that the other one doesn't. And in 5 years from now, maybe one of them is going to be worth $5,000 and another one's only going to be worth $1,000, right? So, you know, fungible would mean that if Bill had $100, right, and I had $100 and we exchanged $100, well, that's fungible, right? They're the exact same thing, right? So that's kind of what we mean by fungible and non-fungible, right?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, let me
Dom,
get into it.
MetaMask. There's a lot to unpack here too, guys.
It all starts with having MetaMask. So you need an Ethereum wallet that attaches to your web browser. So if I download this, I should be able to install it
All right.
to this version. of Chrome.
And guys, when dealing with wallets, I bring this up every time.
Mhm.
Dom's going to show you a live example.
Oh, we're losing you.
Yeah.
It's cutting out.
However, when he reveals the seed phrase, that is bad practice, right? Now he's just using an example, a dummy wallet, right?
Yeah.
So it's totally fine. However, you'll see the seed phrase comes up. You guys really need to fully understand crypto. You need to realize that you cannot screenshot this, write it down, get out a pen and piece of paper and write the 12 seed phrase down, and then make another copy of it, right? Bury it somewhere safe. That way, if your house burns down or something, heaven forbid, you have a copy buried somewhere, or maybe put it in, I don't know. I don't trust banks that much, so I wouldn't say a safe deposit box, but
You can give it to me. I'll look after it.
sounds
Give me
good.
your private keys.
There it is.
Yeah. Also, these wallets are also referred to as Web3 wallets. If you maybe just want to look for some kind of alternative, you know, to like MetaMask or whatever.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
you were gonna actually download one and show them how to set it up.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I
fine if
am.
you
I'm
don't.
gonna
Yeah.
add an account to my account. So I think I'm gonna get another private phrase. So this is what it is, MetaMask. You go to the Chrome store, you download this. Right now I'm in a incognito window, so I can't really download it because I have it on my main browser right here. So I'm gonna add an account. And no, it won't show me the thing. So
Maybe you can do it on Brave. Oh, you already have Brave. If you have a different browser.
no, I think I can do it on Brave. Actually, the only reason I usually don't do it on Brave is because
It already has a built-in.
yeah, it has a
Web3,
built-in
yeah.
wallet.
The other thing that's going to be confusing about this, folks, is MetaMask is an ERC20 wallet. Now, what does that really mean? In essence, it just means that this wallet runs on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So if you start putting coins in there, right, and then you go to take the coins out, and I think, Dom, we've all done this, right? You're like, why won't my coins send, right? It's saying
Yeah.
gas or something like that. It won't go through. You do need to keep a little bit, probably 10 or 15 bucks worth of Ethereum in this wallet, just so that you can continue to send and receive, right? Now, the other thing that you guys need to be mindful of when doing this is on the Ethereum blockchain, there's this term used called gas fees, right? And essentially what a gas fee is it's kind of like the transaction fee for processing the transaction. Now, because NFTs have been taken off, there's this other network called the DeFi network, right? Predominantly runs on the Ethereum blockchain. So there's millions of transactions happening every second. And this is kind of where crypto's got a lot, has a long road ahead of it to mature. Because that network gets congested with a bunch of transactions. And then that's why you see people bitching that it costed them $100 to send 15 bucks worth of crypto. Well, that is true, right? However, you just need to be careful and just kind of keep randomly checking in throughout the day. I don't know how you've been doing that, Dom, with the gas fees. Is there like a
with the
website that
NFT, I kind of got lucky. My gas fee was only $19.
That's not bad.
So usually I was expecting to pay $50 on top of my purchase price, but it was only 19. So this is the first screen you'll get when you open up MetaMask. Click Get Started, and you're going to want to create a new wallet right here. And then just click Help Improve. You can do no thanks. Now you make a PIN.
Or password, you can use
Yeah.
letters, you know.
And again, folks, do not share this information with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, maybe with your wife, right? Or husband, right? However, this is stuff that you want to write down. Do not screenshot it. I repeat,
Don't
do not
put
screen.
your keys on the internet. Like, don't put it
Yeah.
in Google Drive.
So
This is what happens. People will screenshot their private keys that's about to be revealed right here.
yeah,
They'll store it on a computer, and guess what? A hacker gets into your computer, finds that seed phrase, and they can steal all your crypto. It does happen, right? Or the other thing, that's the big mistake. People will screenshot this, then they'll print it off, right? Well, the issue is that your printer will actually store a cache version. Some printers will store a cache version. So when you go to throw that printer away, if somebody was to be suspicious and start scanning that printer, they might find the seed phrase, and guess what? They could steal all your crypto. Now, this right here, I'm gonna let Dom explain this, but this is what we were talking about right
so
here.
when you get to this screen, you take out paper and you write it down. If you take a picture, if you have an iPhone and you take a picture, or if you have like a Pixel and you take a picture, you're most likely connected to your Google Photos or iCloud. So if you take a picture, it's going to go to the cloud. If you get hacked and someone sees this, all your money will disappear, because they're going to go type this in to their MetaMask and take all your funds.
Yeah. And
That's
the
why
other thing too, the reason why you want to write this down is say you had this installed on your cell phone, right? And then you sold you traded your cell phone in, right? And you forgot, right? It's not the end of the world, right? Because now you still have the seed phrase, meaning that you could just download MetaMask on your new wallet. And these 12 words, it's kind of like if you had and my social security card, but I don't know which bank my money's in. Well, you would need to prove your identity, right? Your social security card and your birth certificate or your ID would prove your identity if you went into that bank and say, yes, this is me. Is my money in here? Sure, right? So in the crypto world, you don't have all this, bank tellers and stuff like that, right? So you are essentially your own bank. You are in control of your own money. And that's really the big thing about crypto, right? You don't need a bank. So what he's doing right here is MetaMask made him write the 12 words down. And now to ensure that he wrote them down, they're going to make him place the keywords in the proper order that was just represented on the previous screen. And so this is MetaMask just making sure that you made some sort of copy of it. And almost every wallet is pretty standard. I would say the only other wallet that I know that does private keys is what, Mu Wallet, my Ether wallet.
Yeah, my Ether wallet. Some wallets, so there's something out there, blockchain wallet, and that involves like this really long phrase, and then you can use your phone as like a secondary type of thing. Those could be compromised because it uses your phone.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, uses the internet.
Yeah.
The keys need to be completely offline.
Yeah, the interwebs, the dark interwebs.
So here's what
So
you're
there
going
it
to
is.
see right when you open it. Like once you write down your words, you verify. This is the screen. So here is your address. Now, if you have Ethereum on Coinbase or Gemini, you can take this address, you put it into the receive section on that app, and you send your money over here. So you just take that, and then let's pretend that this is the receive section, paste it in, and then let's say you have 1 Ethereum, you click 1, and then you send it all off.
Yep.
Then you're going to see 1 Ethereum appear over here.
The other thing that you guys might want to know about public addresses, the public address that Dom sent to you. So that's what you'll give to somebody if they need to pay you Bitcoin or send you some crypto. If it was Ethereum, right, that's your Ethereum wallet address. So you can send and receive from that public address. However, one word of caution about sending and receiving is don't be holding all your major crypto. If you got like a large holding, don't be giving people that public address, because they can look at right up on the block explorer and see how much crypto you have in your wallet, right? Now, let me ask you a question. If I was to write, if you were to write me a check for $50 and I was to go to the bank and cash it, but I could see how much other money you had in your bank account, you'd be pissed, right? Well, that is the one thing about cryptocurrency. It's transparent. It's a public ledger. Nobody's name's on there, but if somebody knows that this is your public address, they could take it right to the block explorer, look up how much coins in there, where the transactions are coming out. And, you know, if it's somebody that you don't know really well, maybe they are a hacker, maybe they profile you right now. That doesn't, it's not that common, but I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that, just make sure that you're very, you know, just make sure that
Careful.
you're doing things carefully.
Careful.
Safe.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. Safe.
There's so it's good to keep a little bit of money on MetaMask. Maybe you buy a physical wallet and you keep it on a ledger, or Exodus wallet. Just spread it out a little bit when you start accumulating big amounts, over $10,000 worth of crypto. So let's go to the NFT. This is the one that I purchased right here.
And that's on
MetaMask.
OpenSea, right?
Yeah, OpenSea.io. This is the homepage of the site.
Okay.
So first I'm going to go into how I purchased it and then why I made this decision on purchasing it. So to purchase,
how much did you buy this one for, Dom?
it was 0.6 Ethereum.
So $2,000.
It's to USD. Yeah, 2,500.
You bought a $2,500 monkey.
Yeah.
$2,500 JPEG.
Yep. So there's going to be a button over here that says connect wallet. You're going to click yes. You're going to click accept. You're going to sign the transaction, whatever it is. And then it's going to connect your MetaMask to OpenSea. So then your funds can be used to pay for your JPEG.
Oh, it doesn't do that because you're already connected?
Yeah, I'm already connected. So I don't want to sign out or disconnect because, well, actually, I think I can disconnect if I come over here to connected sites, OpenSea. Yeah, I can disconnect that. I'll do a refresh.
Refresh the page. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so let's go to the home page. Wallet at funds. No, it won't disconnect because, oh, here we are. So it just gave me the screen. So what you're going to click is MetaMask right here.
But if they wanted to, I do see here, they can connect their Coinbase wallet if they wanted to, right?
Yeah, Coinbase has an app. Well, they have the regular exchange and then they have a wallet app, and that one is only a wallet, and that one is similar to MetaMask, but I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay.
So then you click next, make sure it's the account with the money in it. Click next and then click connect. And then there we go. So then there's going to be a buy now button, right? Like this. So you can click buy now or make an offer. And now if I had enough money in my account, this would say confirm checkout. I would click it. Then I would click accept again, and then it would process my transaction, and then I would own the NFT. So
and how do you verify? And so how do you verify that you are the original owner of that then? Like, where's the
it's attached to my account right here.
Yeah, like if you were in, if you go back,
Yeah, let me go back.
Yeah, so like if he wasn't logged in and you were a random person that wanted to check the blockchain to see who owns this piece, if you scroll down a little bit, it would say, it wouldn't say you, it says you because we're logged in under Dom's wallet, but it would say trackpad dad, which is Dom.
Mhm.
You know, so that's how pretty much you would verify like who is, you know, the most recent buyer or whatever.
And this is a record of everybody.
Yeah, that's owned it.
Mm.
So it's been passed from Ape Gang, which who they minted it. So like they're the creators, Ape Gang, and then it was
Yeah, the null
minted-
address just shows it was minted.
Yeah, that just shows it was minted, and it was minted to
Well, it was
Ape Gang.
yeah. Ape Gang minted it, and
Mhm.
then Ape Gang sold it to Money Palm,
Okay.
and they transferred it, and then Money Palm sold it to this guy.
Yeah.
And that guy sold it to Jake.
So they passed it back and forth a few times.
Randy Marsh.
Yeah, I sent it to Jake. Oh, Jake is verified. Interesting. And then I bought it from A90330.
If you want to sell NFTs, you want to get that little check mark next to your name. Like Jake
I got a
Yeah.
few friends on the internet that got that name, A9033.
Does it mean something? That's weird.
No.
I don't know.
The technical way to check the owner, like if you understand how the blockchain works, you could check this screen. I usually don't like looking at this. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I just go to my profile and I can see the NFTs I own. I can also see any other NFT. So I can click on Jake and I could see what Jake owns. He owns all of
Nice.
these.
He also has a crypto punk because it's his avatar.
Oh yeah.
He's a cool one too, I think.
So this is
It's a crazy one.
this is a big player.
What? I never even seen that before.
I've never seen
Whoa, that one's
before.
crazy. Man, that one's valuable, I bet.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, these CryptoPunk NFTs, they're gonna go down in history as the first ever actual collectible NFT, right?
Not I don't know if it's the first ever. The
NFT.
first was Ether Rocks. So if you go to OpenSea and type in rocks, you should get Ether Rocks somewhere. Maybe you have to type in Ether Rocks.
Also, if you go way, way back in time, there were trading cards on Bitcoin, I think, or there was like a prototype for it or something. I have to check, but I know that in the early times that there was a scarce non-fungible token, not necessarily for like an art collectible, but it
Right.
did exist. Yeah.
Okay, so Ether Rocks are not on OpenSea, but they're on their own platform.
Still
So-
on Ethereum.
Still on Ethereum. So you would
Nice.
connect your MetaMask, and these were the first NFTs ever created. So this one is worth 10,000 Ethereum. You can buy it now for 10,000. This one's 999.
I'm sorry, but I am not spending my Ethereum on no damn rock.
This is insane.
Just
But I
to
love
say
it.
that. So this is the first ever. So owning one of these would be like owning like a Ty Cobb baseball card, right?
Is that the first baseball card? I'm not sure
It's
about
one.
that.
Yeah, it's one of the most. Yeah, it's like one of the most rarest baseball cards on the planet, damn near.
Mhm.
And it was one of the first ones. I mean, I'm sure there are others from that area, but like they got destroyed. So like it's the only one that's like left, you know.
Yeah. So we're not going to be buying one of these.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So Dom, like, so
Yeah, I could walk through. You want me to walk through why I chose this?
yeah,
ape?
absolutely. I want to know why. Like, I want these people to
So-
be able to understand like what goes into.
So first, it all starts with
Don't have like a framework or some kind of
Yeah.
recipe that lets them know like this may be a good idea, this may be a bad idea, right?
Yeah, so first it starts with browsing OpenSea for different collections. So this one's called Doodles. This is called, what you're going to see here is a collection. When things look similar like this, and they're under a name like that, like on this type of interface, that indicates that you're looking at a full collection. Once you come across a collection that looks good to you, you have to go to the website. So in my case, I had to go to apegang.art. And what I did was I read all of the content on their site.
Make sure they're legit.
Yeah, to make sure it's all legit. One thing that stood out was this part right here.
Apes and humans are at war.
Yeah. So they're developing a game. They're also going to have an app for the phone, and they're going to be releasing animals that you can mint, like different NFT animals you can mint to give your ape pets, like NFT pets. And then you could eventually put those in the game. So your main character would be the ape, and then you can give it like a companion, and then you could choose, which one you want to walk around with or interact with. Then I had to go check their social media. So I went and checked Twitter.
Crypto Twitter's big, so that's a good validator.
Yeah. If it's on Twitter and it's getting a lot of hype, then it's probably a good one. So here they did, I think this is New York.
The one thing that I will say about Twitter is, make sure that you read through some of the threads too, because people can buy fake engagement. Like they can buy bots to retweet their posts, they can buy followers and stuff like that, but you can usually spot it if you just do a little digging, right? Not too common, but it does happen from time to time because, as the crypto market evolves, the scams get more complex. There's a lot more social engineering that goes into them, but
one thing you can do is look at the comments and click on those people's profiles. So this one is Rumble Kong. So let's see what they're talking about, just to make sure it's a real account. So it looks like they're retweeting Ape Gang. They tweeted this, retweeted this. It looks like they're very into the NFT space.
Yeah.
Just received, an airdrop. Okay, so, but this project actually got a spot in New York, like they advertised in New York. So right here, this is New York, and here's one of their, well, two of their NFTs on a digital billboard. So that really stood out to me when I saw that. That meant that their NFT collection must be successful and they're making money from it. So things must be going well.
I mean, if they spent the money to advertise in Times Square, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Is that Times Square, New York?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, if that is.
Yeah, because one of the comments said New York. I don't know if it's
Times Square.
Times Square. It kind of does look like it. I can tell
Yeah.
by the floor because
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
yeah,
the floor.
like yeah, the floor. Like I just tell. Like I was there kind of recently, so
Yeah.
Okay. So Dom, I was looking at so CoinMarketCap also has like an NFT section on there now. Have you guys looked at that at all?
The CoinMarketCap NFT section.
Yeah, I just noticed that the other day. It's got them all broken down by like market cap and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, right here, NFT. So yeah, you could look through collections here.
No, there's at the top nav bar,
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
There we go. Oh wait, these are exchanges, I think.
No, you didn't click on the button.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Top collections. Yeah, so you can see them by market cap and stuff like that.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is that so since from the first day that I started looking at Ape Gang and till the day I purchased it, they went up like I think 3 or 4 spots in the ranking. So now they should be like 26 or something. Do you see it anywhere? Let me just do Control F.
There it is.
Oh, they're 80 on here.
So yeah, you might have gotten early, because it's like
Well, they're 80 on here, but they're 26 on another chart. I think it's, what is it? It might be rarity. So another tool you can use is rarity.tools, and you can research different NFTs on this website. They also have this system where you can check how rare a specific one is in a collection.
Drop the link to that in the chat if you can, Dom.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Dom. So like I know I didn't ask you this. So like what's your investment strategy going into this trade? Are you like, is it something that you're planning on holding for 3 months? Are you planning on keeping it for years? Like what's your
So everyone probably just saw Shiba go up and Bitcoin recently hit a new all-time high. That tells me that we're going to see a lot more upwards action in the market.
Right.
And right now, NFTs are like kind of flatlining. They're not going down or going up. But when altcoins flatline in a bull market, that usually means they're preparing to pump. Right now, NFTs are flatlining. So if they're going to do something similar to altcoins, I think they're going to pump. And I could probably sell mine for maybe 2 or 3 Ethereum.
so you're saying that there's not a lot of downward or upward movement. It's more of like an accumulation
Yeah.
zone kind of thing. Okay.
So I'm hoping to maybe get 2 or 3 Ethereum for mine. If things really explode, like with cyberkongs or like the punks, the crypto punks, then hopefully I can get 10 Ethereum for mine. But that doesn't seem really likely, like too likely. But
So not a bad trade. You bought it for 0.6. You plan on
Yeah.
trading it up for 10.
yeah, if that happens, if things really explode and go up a lot, then hopefully I can get 10 for mine. There already are some Ape Gang NFTs going for 30. Yeah, so if I go to price,
so yeah, he kind of caught it at a good time.
$10,000 apply. Minimum 10,000. So you can see here, these are 2.79 Ethereum. And if I keep going, now we're entering 3 Ethereum for 1. And then somewhere around the bottom, I think if I just add a 0, I'll get the really big ones. Yeah, so right here, these are 25 Ethereum already.
And usually these more expensive ones have certain qualities and attributes about them that make them unique. Like you might see certain NFTs with the laser eyes, which is like a Bitcoin reference. A lot of people like that. Does this have any rare properties, Jack? Maybe it's
To the collection, yeah, there are some rare properties.
yeah.
but
Like, I
Yeah.
wanna
So
kinda
how does that work? Checking the rarity with them rarity tools, Dom? Like, can you show me that real quick? Like,
yeah,
I feel like that's kind of
rare.
your RE. You got to
Yeah, there we go. Let me check. So I'm still new to rarity tools. I don't know everything about it. Maybe if I click, oh, collections, here we go. And then, yeah, so you have to search your collection directly. So I'm gonna type Ape Gang. Oh yeah, so this is it. So it dropped from 26 to 32 in a day. So here it is. You can check the rarity. So there's a ranking, a rarity ranking. The higher the number, I'm pretty sure, the more rare. So let me type 10,000. Yep, these are the really rare ones. So I'm going to click this one. You can see that's a very high number.
Wow.
And here, 50 ETH. So the fur is worth 50.
Jeez, so Pete's just the fur.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the thing that's, driving the cost, like that specific,
The fur is ghost fur. Ghost.
wow.
That shit's $100,000 alpaca.
Yeah.
Block
This one's
that shit.
25.
Block that shit.
And this one is selling. I think you could buy this one right now. So I'm buying now for 30 Ethereum. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's the price.
Okay, so we know that there's money in buying and selling them, but Mikey, you're kind of more on the creator side of it. So like, what does that look like? As far as like
So
creating your own, like if somebody wanted to like, they have some kind of artistic talent, they wanted to get in, they wanted to, try and test their skills and maybe make a collection that they could bring to the market. I know that, one of the big things that I'm seeing is a lot of people don't respect the collection if you don't have like a roadmap, right? So they're starting to like really scrutinize certain artists. You could be a really good artist, but if they don't have a roadmap, they're like, listen, there's certain things that you need them to do to really make it a collection that's gonna be worth value, right? But I guess just any little thing that you can.
For the most part, the best advice that I could really give, I'm kind of on the journey too. So
Yeah.
best advice I can really give is definitely don't create a lot of this work that you want to publish as an NFT in like a vacuum. I would get out, talk to people, like be active on Twitter, or at least some kind of social media platform about your art. You don't necessarily have to talk about NFTs, but at least like have some kind of I guess like social media account that you're talking about your work, and at least be networking with people before you're going to publish these NFTs, especially if it's a collection or something. It's very community driven. And you're essentially building this thing for a community to have fun. That's kind of where like the roadmap will come in and stuff like that. Like it's a very community driven thing. So you definitely need to like know people.
Nice.
If you want to do this, like you can't just kind of put something up and hope that it'll sell, no matter how good it is.
Right. Makes sense to me.
And if you live in like an area like New York City or something, and like an area that has like, I guess just like a lot of art, it's a very like cultured area, like, networking in real life also. I'd say like I've, kind of seen a lot of success, like my friends just kind of being in certain places and just networking and it going very well for them. So if you live in an area like that, that's also a big leg up, if you live in a very porous like social environment.
What about you, Mikey? What collections are you looking at, man?
Nothing. I'm working on creating my own right now.
Working on creating your own? Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense. Well, anyways, guys, I don't know if you got time still or not, but anything else on the NFT stuff?
I don't really have anything to say because I still myself am investigating the whole marketing side of that, because I do want to have some stuff to share when it comes to that.
Yeah. They're still new to me. I just made my first purchase. Mike's actually sent me one of his. Let me show you that. It's one of my favorite ones.
I think I saw it there.
So Mike has minted one and transferred it to me. This is it.
What do you call this, Mikey?
So it's just called 1040 because it's a 1040 tax form that I scribbled all over and stuff.
That's a tax form?
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, like up here, form
1040
2019. And it says sign here. What does that say? You
here.
here.
Yeah, I made it like repeat and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of my stuff is made with MS Paint and like AI and stuff like that, pen and paper.
Dude, so that's
I don't know. I'll shamelessly promote my art later.
It just blows my mind. So like that's really, I mean, in a nutshell though, that's really the NFT space, right? From like a trader's perspective, finding a collection.
Like you're just tokenizing a piece of art and then it exists on these marketplaces like OpenSea and Rarible and Super Rare and all that stuff.
I mean, because I'm seeing some pretty bold, I'm seeing like boomers making like $69 million trading NFTs. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like crazy numbers, right? Of course,
Yeah,
I
it happens
see
if you get lucky. Luck is part of it.
luck is part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Man.
We should see if anyone has questions.
Yeah, you guys, anybody got any questions? If you can, post them in the chat on that. Because I kind of wanted to shift over to SHIB a little bit, talk about that, because I know we touched on it briefly last week.
Yeah. Oh, we have
anybody-
to go in like a minute, but
Okay.
I'll answer any questions right before I go.
Anybody got any questions for Dom? No?
Let's see. They're all buying NFTs now.
They're all
freaking
freaking
out.
out.
Yeah.
They're all
they're
they're all Googling Mike D. They're like, oh my God, who is this? Like,
Thanks for going over it. No
best
problem.
artist in the world.
No problem, Matt.
Anytime, Matt.
Anytime. So, well, if you guys got to get going, Mikey and Dom, I appreciate it, man. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
NFT game blows my mind too, Matt. Just
It's great. And it's
I
going to
don't-
grow
I-
a lot more. It's going to be a part of our daily life. We're going to
Well-
be using NFTs every day without even realizing it. Like maybe in the future when we vote or, you know, just buying a house, you know.
well, the one
all that.
one use case that I've seen for NFTs, obviously art, music, right? But like
Yeah.
even gift cards can be an NFT, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gift card, you know, like healthcare information, like, you know, like your unique healthcare plan, like insurance stuff. There's a lot of things.
social.
Yes, yeah, like social media
Yeah.
stuff, even like your even if you were to have like a digital ID with your government, like a social security number, you know, even that at some point may exist as an NFT.
Well,
like,
and the title, I like one of the other use cases that was mentioned, like a title or a deed to a piece of land or a home, right?
Mhm.
At some point, NFTs or that ecosystem could benefit from NFTs, right? Because it really runs on like this archaic system, right? They're still keeping paper files and all this,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, database stuff. But you know, that has been mentioned quite a bit, that, you know, titles to like deeds to land and stuff like that in the future, you could see those come in the form of an
yeah,
easily verify who owned it before them, what it was bought and sold for, all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like what Zillow does to your house. If you ever look at your house, you can see all the past buyers. But
Mhm.
anyways, guys,
Yeah, we have to
you
go.
guys,
oh yeah.
you guys
One
gotta
love,
get going.
guys.
No problem. I'm gonna do a little bit of SHIB. Bill,
Yeah, talk
still
about
there?
SHIB. Have fun with that,
Yeah.
go.
Have a
yeah,
good
no
night,
kidding,
everyone.
right?
We'll
See
be on
you
the next
guys.
call.
See ya. All right. Anyways, that is it for NFTs today, folks. Mike and Dom, crazy. What do you think about that, Bill? The NFT space? I still don't get it, man. I'm not an artiste collector. I can't hear you, by the way. You're muted. You're still muted. You're still muted. Oh. Oh. Now
I just don't get how someone would pay fucking $10,000 or whatever for a fucking looking
A rock.
digital looking. I just don't get it. I wouldn't do it. This is not me.
I'm pretty sure my unborn child could have drew up that picture of that rock and just uploaded it to the internet. Like, but because they're labeled, they're going to be labeled, they're going to go down in history as the very first ones, right? So like that's the big thing by it, you know what I mean? So I like I said, I still don't get it. I wouldn't, you know, I guess, you know, if you're looking to make money, it's a great way to make some money, but again, it's kind of like collecting baseball cards, right? Some of these you're going to buy, you're going to hang on to them for years. And then you're going to wake up one day and, you know, be like, oh my God, it's worth a lot of money. So, anyways, guys, I wanted to go over SHIB real quick with you guys and just kind of talk about that real quick. Let's see if I can actually get. I know a lot of people are SHIB new Bitcoin. Give me a second here. what is the ticker on that? It's SHIB USD. It's SHIB USDT. Let's just look at Tether. Let's take a look at this real quick. So you can see right here. By the way, one trick that you can use to draw a trend line is turning this on TradingView. What I like to do is take it from candles, click on that, go to line. Just take a look real quick here. So you can see right here, this was it. Oh, that's the wrong one. So we broke past the all-time high right here. As you guys can see, blew past this. And anytime we go for another all-time high, so I guess this one right here was the previous, well, it doesn't really count because that's when the market opened. But we broke past the all-time high here. So we broke out into you know, we're still following the trend, right? You know, at this point, I can't really ethically say whether, you know, because I know people are going to ask me, like, should I get into SHIB now? You know, I would say no, just because it already has pumped. If you're in it, cool, ride this wave out and, you know, make sure that you take that I bought. I think I put in $700. Oop. Let me go over here real quick, type in my password. Give me a second here. Bill, we got to get you set up on eToro one of these days.
Easiest way, make an appointment, set it up, and then I'll do it, man.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
otherwise I'll never do it because I just stay slammed.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to have to sit down with an hour one day and just walk you through it, get it all set up for you, and boom. So again, folks, this is Coinbase here. You know, if you're overseas, you really probably can't use this in some countries, but a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys. The reason why I really like Coinbase is it's super easy, right? So let me see here. Just in case anybody wanted to, you get $10. If you haven't signed up for Coinbase yet and you're in the United States, go for it. There's my refill. I dropped the link to it. Let me see, going on SHIB. So one thing that I wanted to point out about SHIB, right? Because I know that you're going to see a lot of posts about it, but there's been mention of this coin hitting $1, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, that's not conceivably, it's just not possible, right? So if you see people on the internet saying, oh, SHIB's going to go to $1, let me just do some simple math for you, right? Down here on CoinMarketCap, by the way, this is like a directory for all the cryptocurrencies, right? You can use it, but it has all the, something real quick. SHIB's circulating supply is 394 trillion coins, right? So if SHIB was to hit $1, we would need almost a $400 trillion market cap. Now, here's the sad news for you. The whole entire crypto market, Bitcoin included right now, is only worth somewhere around about $2.3 trillion, right? So it is very, very highly unlikely that SHIB is going to hit $1 and bring in a $4 trillion market cap. It's just not happening, right? Not the whole entire crypto market cap is not worth that much. So, but I do think that we may, you know, we could possibly see like a 0.001 or something like that, or 0.002. You know, this right here would be anywhere. I would say that possibly, right? We could land right here where it'd be like 0.001 to maybe 0.005 of a penny, right? That to me, I think respectively, that's where it could go. I do think that we're gonna keep going up higher from here. Usually there's waves, right? You'll see wave one, boom. This will flatline, then you'll see wave two, or this will actually be wave three, right? Up, maybe even higher than this one. It could be, let me see here. So if we take this right here. Take that right here, put it right here. Usually wave theory, right? You guys really read up on it. It's a very interesting way to trade cryptocurrencies. But typically what you'll see here, I'll just show you guys real quick. Elliott wave. I don't want to get too much into the weeds with it because there is, you know, a lot to unpack there, but you can see a lot of these cryptocurrencies, they trade in what we call these Elliott waves. So you can see right here, wave one, boom, wave two, wave three, then wave four, then wave five. Then what you'll see is after wave five, you'll see an ABC, what they call an ABC retracement. If that does happen, that's typically a sign of a continuation of a bull run, meaning that it's going to correct some and then boom, it's going to actually go up and create a higher high. So you see right here, we got wave one for SHIB, and then it looks like we closed out wave two, and now we're on our way to forming wave three, right? So you can kind of see that right here in this pattern, right? Let me just break it down for you real quick here. Let me see if I have it actually. Sorry, guys. Sorry for moving the screen all over. So yeah, so to be something like there's wave one, boom, wave two, then we get wave three. Usually that's a pretty high wave, right? Maybe it follows some pattern like this maybe, and then you'll have another retracement. Maybe it goes back down pretty close to here. And then boom, you'll have another wave up, wave five, right? So now, again, this is not financial advice. Don't just blindly trade off of what I'm saying here, but typically a lot of these cryptocurrencies will follow some sort of pattern where it goes up first wave, down the second wave, up the third wave, down the fourth wave, and up the fifth wave, right? So we're still in wave three, which means that there's still quite a bit of room for growth. But even then, even if we hit, say, even if we hit right about there, right? That's still only 0.0, yeah, it's 0.00, yeah, 0.0001, right? So, you know, enter at your own risk on SHIB right now. That's all I'm going to say. But I do think that, you know, kind of the mindset behind this is, you know, 95% of the money that's in the market is what we call dumb money, right? Now, not saying people are dumb, but there's a lot of people out there that just want to take $1,000 and try to turn it into $100,000 in a matter of 6 months, and they don't have any trading experience, right? And a lot of these cryptocurrencies, we kind of call them lottery tickets, but when you look at Coinbase, right? Let's just take a look at Coinbase, for example. So a lot of people, this is the big on-ramp for the crypto community, right? A lot of people use Coinbase to buy their first cryptocurrency. Great platform. Can't say enough great things about it. They've really made it easy for people to onboard. But as a new investor, say I got $1,000 to invest, right? Well, am I going to take that $1,000 and stick it into an asset that's really $61,000? Probably not. Should you? Yes. As I mentioned last week, you already, if you have not already been doing that, the very first thing that you need to do is set up your reoccurring buys so that you're buying Bitcoin, at least $10 worth of Bitcoin every week. You can see right here, I buy at least $10 worth of Bitcoin every single week religiously, right? So if you only have enough money to do one thing, buy $10, $20 worth of Bitcoin every single week, because in 4 or 5 years, just as the sun comes up in the east and rises in the west, I'm telling you, the money, it will be there, right? And a lot of people may say, well, you know, the ship's already sailed. It's already $62,000. Yeah, you're right. Right. However, what are you going to be doing when Bitcoin hits $1 million someday? I mean, it's got a 21 million total market or a total supply, right? 21 million coins are ever going to be made. There's probably somewhere around 4 million Bitcoins that have been destroyed, lost, stolen, hacked, whatever, right? They're not even part of the network. So essentially, we're going to have, you know, somewhere around 17 million Bitcoin floating around in circulation by the year 2140, right? So, you know, start small with it, work your way into that, right? Don't take your whole $1,000 and just slam it all into a coin at once. Break it up into small buys, buy a little bit. If it dips, buy a little bit more. If it dips again, buy a little bit more. If it dips again, guess what? You're going to buy a little bit more. But if you just took your full $1,000 and stuck it into the market and then the price went down, well, guess what? You don't have any more money left over to kind of buy the dips, right? So right now in this bull run, right, that we're in, I probably wouldn't be looking at taking a bunch of my money and putting it into the market all at once. Now, is it okay? Like I said, it's still okay. I would recommend dollar cost averaging, right? $10, $20 a week. If you have the money, maybe do $50 a week. But the one thing I'm going to show you right here, in 2017, we had this major run up. People bought right here at $20,000. And guess what? Then the market came back down and they were stuck holding that cryptocurrency for 2 years, all the way down to here. And guess what? A lot of those people bought up here just to sell down here at a loss because they needed the money back out. So you're going to see there's going to be these bubbles with Bitcoin. Every 4 years, you're going to see a major run up, and then you're going to see a 2-year sell off, and then you're going to have a accumulation zone, and then it's going to run up again, creating a higher high, right? And a higher low. Right. So really, like I said, the reason why I'm harping on that is because there is a lot of power in dollar cost averaging into the Bitcoin. And, you know, the fact that you're only spending $10 a week, you're not going to miss that money very much. So you really need to have a strong mindset with your investments. I had to learn that the hard way, right? When I first got started, I used to buy you know, tens of thousands of dollars worth of crypto. And then I would sit there and worry and stress about it, right? Lose sleep over it. That's why I recommend just starting with little sums of money and doing it that way, right? So, you know, again, where do we go from here? Who knows? I'm suspecting anywhere between $100,000 and $350,000 Bitcoin, right? But again, that does not mean Dustin saying take your 20, you know, if you got 10, 20 grand to invest, don't just shove it all into the market, because it may only go up to about 80,000. And then we could be in a 2-year bear market, right? Where you're stuck holding it. You can't sell it at a loss, right? If anything, if you had $20,000 to invest and you were really just hell bent on just injecting it into the market all at once, I wouldn't do that right now. I would wait probably another 24 months for the market to go into a downtrend. And then when it crashes and this, you know, everybody's just freaking out, that would be the time that I would take a large sum of money and just inject it into the market. But only during that time would I do that, right? I mean, why would you stick 20 grand into the market right at this second, knowing that this thing could go up and then go back down? Could it go higher? Sure, right? But if you're only buying $10 or $20 a week worth, right? And it goes up and up and up and your portfolio goes up, and then it starts going into the downtrend, you're still buying on the way down, that's fine, because you're only buying $10 or $20 worth. So you're going to buy some high, you're going to buy some low, but your average, you're going to be in profit during the next bull run, right? So really, that's it for today, folks. I don't know what other questions you guys got. I'm probably going to be looking at selling some of my SHIB pretty soon here. One other thing I wanted to show you, this is something else I wanted to show you. The reason why I really like Coinbase is because there's a button down here called Learn and Earn. So every once in a while, a new cryptocurrency will come out. Boom. I'll click on this button here, and they'll ask me to watch some video. I don't even watch the video. I just keep guessing. Boom, I just earned $1. Next lesson. Take the quiz. I don't even read it. I just guess. Oop, try again. Boom, something went wrong. There it is. Next lesson. So you don't even have to take the quiz. You can just guess. There you go. Earn more rewards. So what did I do? I think I just earned $3 in cryptocurrency. Where did it go? Let's see, assets. Let me refresh my screen right quick here. Usually, so Coinbase, every time there's some new cryptocurrencies that come out, they'll have some educational stuff right here, and you just watch the video. It's multiple choice, and they'll give you some free cryptocurrency. So I think in like 3 minutes, I earned a free $3 worth of cryptocurrency with this. I guess it's bounce token, but what I do with that is I actually just exchange it out for Bitcoin. So I've actually earned about $600 in the last 3 years worth of free cryptocurrency just signing up for Coinbase and taking these little quizzes. So make sure if you're not on Coinbase and you are in the US or a country that supports Coinbase, sign up for it and get, at least get the free cryptocurrency that they're giving you, right? As far as back to SHIB for a second here. So probably what I'll do, I think I bought all my SHIB at right around about $700. So I'm up about $300 in this trade. But what I might do here in the next week or so, I'm going to keep an eye on this, right? And once this leg completes, it gets up to about maybe right here. I'm going to sell and get my $700 back out of it. And then I'm just going to let the rest of the coins ride. At that point, it's house money. I didn't pay anything for it. So if I wanted to, I could hang on to that coin. Typically, a better way would have been, had I bought down here, run up here, sell 30%. Then it runs up again, sell another 30%. Runs up again, sell another 20%. And then keep 10% of your SHIB for what we call a moon bag. And really what that means is in case it takes off and goes to the moon, you still are in that trade. You have 10% left over out of your holdings to catch that in case it happens. Now it's not guaranteed, so that's why it's important to take profits along the way. And the hardest thing that you guys are going to have to face, right, is when you sell, make sure you walk away from the computer screen and don't look at it, because if it keeps going up higher and you get pissed and you go back into that trade, I can almost tell you from my past experiences, about a 99% chance that well, first of all, you're gambling at that point. Secondly, you're probably going to lose some money. So, like I said, if it sells and it keeps going up, don't beat yourself up. Be thankful that you made a profit, right? Because there's going to be people, in order for you to win, there's going to have to be people that lose, right? So what I'm trying to say here is just say you made $300, but you could have made $10,000. Don't beat yourself up over that. At least you made $300, right? There's going to be a lot more people that lose money in this market than make money. I'll tell you that. And it just really comes down to being patient and just letting the market do what it needs to do. And, me personally, I don't like to stare at my portfolio every day. So I like to buy, invest my money in a way that doesn't require me to stay glued to a computer screen all the time, right? The only reason I even bought this coin is because it's community driven, right? And it goes back to my theory here. So like a new investor, which one looks more sexy to you? If I got $1,000 to invest, would I spend that $1,000 buying Bitcoin at $62,000? Why would I do that? Even though I know, if I'm a new investor, they're like, well, I could buy 1 million of these for $100. So why would I buy Bitcoin when I could buy 1 million of these and this might be the next Bitcoin, right? You're going to hear that a lot. It's a trap that a lot of people fall for. However, knowing that we can actually enter trades on these coins too as well. You just have to have the mindset that you're going to be selling this coin at some point in the short-term future, right? It's not a coin that you're going to hang on for 10 years and the money's going to be there. Coins like Ethereum, Bitcoin, I feel wholeheartedly saying this to people that if you buy it and hold on to it for the next 10 years, the money's going to be there. Even in the next 5 years, the money's definitely going to be there. So that's really it today, folks. That's all I got, man. I feel like I got a little long-winded, but I want to do a little bit of Q&A and go from there. So what do we got? Any questions, please? Hit me with some questions. Who's got questions? For now, I know you got some questions, buddy. Ask me. Can you guys hear me? Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. I know my internet's been cutting in and out some. 1 map. Nice. Does everything that I went over today, does that kind of make sense to you guys? Because I want to make sure that you kind of understand my mindset before I start getting down into the more nitty gritty. I'm going to show you guys some other cool stuff next week. I'm going to show you how you can leverage your cryptocurrency in a way that allows you to earn interest on it, right? So there's some really creative ways that you can actually, compound interest your cryptocurrency as well. Yes, it does involve lending. I don't know if you guys are familiar with lending. Yes, verified some of what I was thinking. Yeah. Cool, Dave. Dave, are you looking at the NFT market? If you guys want to unmute and ask me questions, you're more than welcome to do that too as well, if need be. I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen here if I can. Good deal. Good deal. I don't know if William left or not. Studying it, yes, but don't know enough. Yeah, me too. That's the NFT space. Yeah, not so aggressive to be scary. Yeah, that's the big thing, man. I mean, I've seen so many people, my brother included. I told him, I said he had $6,000 to invest. I said break it up into $20 increments and just slowly buy in. Well, he listened to one of his friends instead that's only been in the crypto space for 6 months, and he ended up buying XRP and all this other stuff that I told him not to buy. And guess what? He's upside down in that trade. He's going to have to hang on to it for a while. Wait for the price to go back up to at least where he bought in so that he doesn't lose money, right? It happens, right? Anyways, well, guys, if you guys don't have any more questions for me, we're gonna cut the call, short this evening. But next week, like I said, I wanted to go over some different ways that you can earn interest on your cryptocurrency. So we're gonna be covering that, but if you guys do have some particular topics, questions that you guys want answered, you guys are more than welcome to tag me in the Williams group, and just maybe I'll make a little thread in there and you guys can just start posting your questions so that way we can line up some content for next week. So John, I don't necessarily do all my trading through Coinbase. Like I said, you can use Qcoin. You can use a VPN too. Not something that legally I'm allowed to teach, but I know a lot of people that just, you can go to actually, so you can't, let me just show you guys this real quick before I get going here. So you can use like NordVPN and turn it on, set the VPN for somewhere like Thailand or Singapore, and you can sign up for Binance at that point. Is it legal? Technically not, but there's really nothing that can stop you at that point. Yes. And so for beginners, yes, it's easy to do. And honestly, it's kind of safe because you have to be careful on which exchanges you use right now. Because I don't know if you guys remember when I was telling you that the gas fees on the Ethereum blockchain are really, really high. So if you're only playing with a couple $100 and you want to take your cryptocurrency off Coinbase and go to another exchange like Uniswap or something like that, it may cost you $50 in fees just to get your money there, right? To me, if you're only playing with a couple $100, it's not really worth it. You know, there's a lot of great coins to get started with on Coinbase. The other thing that I kind of failed to mention is Chainlink. Chainlink is going to be another one that I'm going to try to accumulate at least 1,000 Chainlink over the course of like the next year or so. I personally absolutely love the project. I think it's a great project. I think it's gonna this coin's gonna go up in value, just keep going up in value. And I do believe that this is gonna be another coin that I can purchase now, hang on to it for 10 years, and the money's gonna be there, right? So if you guys want, make sure that you research Chainlink. John, do you think a lot of Shibanu will be burned? Matt, that's hard to say. I mean, a lot of times these burn mechanisms that people put into cryptocurrencies, it's just kind of like a way to drive hype, right? Because then they're like, oh, they're going to burn it, right? I guess it really depends. But the biggest thing for SHIB for me is I would like to see some utility. I would like to see some better use cases. Because if it doesn't have utility, right, then what is it going to be used for in the future? Right? It looks cool. It's got a great community behind it. I get it. There's a lot of people that are like the Dogecoin meme coin investors that are going to drive the price of it up, but you just really need to understand the game that you're playing, right? This is going to be a pump. It's not technically a pump and dump, but it is going to be like a pump and dump scenario, right? This coin's going to run way up, and it's probably going to retrace at least 90%, right? So there's really no big growth to it. Like, let me just show you something, put something in perspective for you, right? So if you look at, gosh, you guys got me going. You look at Dogecoin, right? Let's look at Dogecoin all time, right? Look at this, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. There was a little pump here in 2017. And then you see finally in 2020, this thing pumped, but I can almost guarantee you this. There's going to be no upward trend of growth. This is going to eventually at some point in the Bitcoin bear market, this is all going to break back down to this price point, or at least close to it. Somewhere between here and here, Doge is going to go right there. And then it's going to stay flatlined for a couple years, right? And so I project the same thing for SHIB. It's going to pump way up. And then over the next 2 years, when we go into the bear cycle, it's going to go right back down to the level that it was at. Let me see here. Close this out real quick. So let's see here. SHIB. Let's go to all. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to go back down. It could go back down to these prices, right? But at least it'll probably fall back down to here and just go sideways during the bear market. So like, again, that's why I say to be careful, because, there's no point in holding that coin during the bear market if it's just going to fall back down to there. Right. So anyways, do you think it has more utility than Doge? Yeah, absolutely, Matt. SHIB does have more utility than Doge, but that's not saying much, really. I see all the hype in SHIB. It seems insane to not go anywhere. Plans to buy a shit ton of shit. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, man, just be careful. I mean, like I said, it's not, I don't really think that this coin has a very solid future, meaning that I don't think that, you can buy it, hang on to it for 5 years, just forget that you have it and expect money to be there. There's a lot of these projects that spin up. It seems like every new Bitcoin bull run, we have a lot of these new projects that spin up. They make a lot of promises, a lot of hype. They drive a lot of community. The price goes way up. And then when the Bitcoin market crashes, which it will, these projects they'll just fall off and die, right? Like the developers will just quit working on them. The Discord will empty, and then you'll be stuck holding the coins, and you won't have an exchange to be able to sell them at that point because they'll get delisted from all the exchanges. If you go back to 2017, 2018, and 2019, and look through some of the old blog articles, you'll see on there, I mean, there was hundreds of coins that were developed in 2017 during the ICO phase that they ran way up, boom, fell back down to zero, and then they got delisted from the exchange, so that people that didn't sell just got stuck holding the coins and lost all their money. So that's what I mean by that. Anyways, guys, yeah, no problem, Matt, no problem. Well, guys, it's late here. I'm gonna sign off for now, but like I said, tag me in William's group, the Google My Business chat, and let's get a little thread going in there of some questions and stuff like that, so that way you know, I'm a little bit better prepared for you guys. And then be on the lookout next week. We're going to go over some lending. I'm going to show you guys how to just make money out of thin air with your cryptocurrency, right? So until next time, fellas and ladies, we're out. Later.
See ya.
See you, buddy.